There is absolutely no way that anyone genuinely thinks that KSI is going to beat Tommy Fury, or at least no one is betting their entire house on it. Not at all. KSI, we all have this general consensus. KSI loses to Jake Paul. Jake Paul lost to Tommy Fury, and every single smart person, every single smart aleck, there's always got to be that one guy, like, who has to pipe up in the back, like, ahem, styles make fights. We don't know, like, KSI style might not work for Tommy Fury's style. Don't you know that, you know, it's called MMA math, thinking that just because someone beat one guy means he could beat the guy who probably would lose to the other guy? But if you actually saw the Tommy Fury fight against Jake Paul, who I like, by the way, so I'm not a Jake Paul hater. I like Jake Paul. He lost that fight against Tommy Fury, like, as honestly as you could possibly lose a fight. I'm sorry. I just have to be honest. Like, it was a very honest loss. There was no knockout. There was no, weird thing going on with the judges. He simply was outboxed by Tommy Fury. And now Tommy Fury is boxing KSI, and people say, like, oh, styles make fights. That's the only argument that I see. Like, maybe maybe KSI will pull a huge elbow across the face all the way from the back of the hall and knock Tommy Fury out like he did to Joe Fournier. That won't happen. Tommy Fury, I just don't see him losing. But I don't know that much about boxing and, like, the very small technical details, but Tommy Fury is constantly very proud of the fact that he's been boxing since he was a young kid. Like, ever since he was like 4 years old, he was getting trained by Big John Fury. And it's like, Jake Paul has been training for 4 years, and when he fought Tommy Fury, it was still very competitive. So the pace that Tommy Fury is increasing, like the pace that Tommy Fury has been improving, is much slower than the pace Jake has been improving at. Okay, that's probably common sense. So my 4 years is better than your 4 years is basically the situation between Jake Paul and Tommy Fury. How do you train your whole life and you still kind of like it was a competitive fight between Jake and Tommy Fury. Make no doubt, it was not a close fight, it was a competitive fight. I believe it was like Wade who made a maybe it was Wade or someone made that very clear distinction. I'm not taking credit for that thought. That's not an original thought. Someone pointed out that there's a difference between a competitive fight and a close fight. It was not close between Tommy Fury and Jake Paul. So, where I'm getting at with this is, if Tommy Fury improves at a snail's pace, from what it seems, maybe in the time it's been since Jake has fought Tommy Fury, maybe KSI got so good in that short amount of time, he is now able to beat Tommy Fury. And that is as far fetched as it sounds. Like, just hearing that come out of my mouth right now, it sounds far fetched. I don't know. I just can't really see it happening. KSI, I love KSI. He's really funny. I like his YouTube videos. This guy is going to get beaten up by this British man. Tommy Fury. Like, Tommy Fury. Dude, I can't see it happening. This is not an official prediction. I'll make my official prediction the day before the fight. You know, even though everyone and their mom is probably going to be expecting me to say Tommy Fury by decision, I can't really see him getting KSI getting knocked out. I feel like KSI has such a vicious, like, dog in him. He won't, if he feels like he's going to get knocked out, I don't think he would let that happen. I don't think, like, but it's got to be like a decision. If KSI, I would feel bad for him if he got knocked out by Tommy Fury. I genuinely would. I like Tommy Fury. I have not seen the documentary yet, the series on Netflix. Like, has anyone watched that, the Fury family documentary? First of all, that's a brilliant idea. Second, I need to start watching that. Like, I think John Fury and Tyson Fury are some of the funniest white guys ever. And when I heard that they were getting their own like Netflix series, their own show, sign me up. I would watch that. But, I'm not much of a reality TV show guy. I'm more of like an anime story kind of guy, not really a, you know, reality TV show. Even if it is about boxing with the Fury family, and even if it does have John Fury, who deserves his own sitcom, honestly, that man is the funniest thing that's happened to boxing since Jake Paul started training. No, I'm just kidding. I love Jake Paul. But yeah, no one thinks KSI beats Tommy Fury.